Well, hello on this February 14th. That day rings a bell. That day rings a bell. What is it? What is it? I don't know. I'm sure I'll be reminded later. We're going to Oakland. It's reporting 1,000 overcast. It's IFR. All important checklist time.
Radio check.
Loud and clear radio check.
You can search some of my other videos for the checklist in detail. It is important that you do the checklist every time, regardless of whether you think everything is in order or not. It'll save your hide someday.
All important checklist complete. All right, time check. Transponder check. Traffic check. DG jump tech on the runway. Alpha traffic Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet taking runway 25 left crosswind departure, departing air to the south upper. We use the whole runway here. 3,500 foot runway, 1,500 foot elevation. And what's it out? 69 degrees out. Okay, full mixture. Full power. We want the fuel flow first, as usual. In the high 40s per side. Yeah, the left one was a little bit, okay, good. Now we got it. Airspeed now 70, 80, 95. A little bit of back pressure. Tap the brakes. Pull the gear up. Pitch full blue line. Alpha traffic Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, departure leg off at 25, slight left turn for noise, departing area to the south, leaving 1,700. So I like to keep full power in until 1,000 AGL, which is right about here.
AGL is the acronym for above ground level.
NorCal, good afternoon. Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet is off Auburn for Oakland, IFR in the system, ready to copy clearance.
Somebody called for an IFR pickup, was it?
Yeah, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet.
513 Sierra Juliet, you have one pre-filed?
Yes, sir. Pre-filed for Oakland.
3 Sierra Juliet, squawk 4507.
4507, 3 Sierra Juliet. All right, write that down.
513 Sierra Juliet, NorCal approach. Altimeter 3000, you're ready to contact altitude.
3 Sierra Juliet, climbing through 5,200.
513 Sierra Juliet, roger, cleared to Oakland via direct Sonol, maintain 7,000.
Cleared to Oakland, direct Sonol 7,000, 513 Sierra Juliet. All right, so we'll change this to 7,000. We'll go here on the GTN 750, hit Sonol, go direct, and we'll change the autopilot to GPSS. It'll make a little bit of a left turn. And we're a little shallower of a climb. We're indicating 132 in the shallower climb. We're still getting 1,000 feet a minute. So we can turn the fuel pumps off one at a time, one alligator, two alligator. We're sitting here in cruise. Got the fuel flow. We're finding a pretty good headwind, so I'm going to go pretty much 75% power. Have the fuel flow make the TIT, the turbo inlet temperatures, settle in the low 1500s. There's our 200 marker, altitude light on. Okay, so now we're set here at 7,000. We're going to just settle in and cruise. 21 knot headwind. And those are settled in. We'll start the scan on the engines. And if anybody's wondering, we got 170 gallons on board. And we're burning about 46, 47 gallons an hour. Yes, 46, 47 gallons an hour. But we're pressurized. We got 7 or 8 seats. We got a lot of room. And we're going pretty fast. We'll be truing out here, probably 190, somewhere in that neighborhood. As soon as we get settled in, I'll run through. All right, so we're settled in. Let's take a trip around the G600 before he sends me over to the next frequency.
900 Papa Squawk VFR, change to advisory, have a good one.
We're heading to Sonol. 73 miles away.
Hotel Zulu, squawk VFR.
We're on GPS 118 in the afternoon, 45 degrees out, headwind of 20, crosswind of 14. There shows the direction it's coming from over there. True airspeed 198 knots, straight and level, and our ground speed 179. Little bit of left rudder needed. Okay, so we're coordinated. Heading to Sonol. Here's here's where Sonol is. Because of the crosswind, we have to crab a little to the right. We're bugged for 7,000. We're at 7,000. Altimeter 3003, and here we are. So that's the G600. And how long to Sonol? 23 minutes to Sonol. So we're just going to sit here and cruise, monitor the systems, go through the scan, make sure that everything is in order. By FAA rule, law, regulations, you have to have, when you put in a glass cockpit like the G600, you have to have your 3 backup instruments, airspeed, altimeter, attitude indicator. They have to be within one spot, one line of where they normally would be in front of you. So you could have it here or on the left here, but you can't have it here because it's too far over. Some would argue, well, I got this one over here. No, you can't. It doesn't work that way. So a lot of people that get the G600 or the Aspen or whatever other, the G, what is it, a G3, 375, I don't know, whatever they are, the PFD, MFD, they elect to get the one gauge that is this size, that's the backup, battery operated, that runs all 3 backup systems, so they can eliminate the attitude indicator, the altimeter, the airspeed indicator, and clean up the panel space. Because you'll see some of the planes, they're really cleaned up for panel space. They might have an engine analyzer gauge, which takes over for, 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, possibly the fuel and the engine temperatures. So you'll all see that. Now, so the ones that don't have the backup factory gauges, that don't need a vacuum system, still have to keep a vacuum system for the de-ice boots if they're so equipped, but otherwise no. Let's set up the RNAV into Oakland. Oakland, because when I checked it before I left, it was 1,000 overcast. So let's load procedure.
And Grumman 455.
Approach.
I got the first part. You can't. You're starting.
RNAV. 28 right Yankee. Vectors. B-bub or symbol. Symbol is if you're coming in from the south or the, not so much the east, but more about the south. B-bub is more coming from this side, the northeast. So we're going to choose B-bub, and we're just going to load the approach right now. So we're going to go through our RNAV checklist, because since it hasn't rained here in California for 38 days, whatever, it rained like mad in October, didn't rain in November, rained like mad in December, didn't rain in January, and we're waiting for the rain to come in February. Here it is in the middle of February. So you don't get a lot of IFR actual, so good to practice it whether we need it or not. So our RNAV checklist is load the approach, check, brief the approach plate. Let's go over to here.
Sierra Conic approach 12525.
2525, 513 Sierra Joy. Thanks, and so long. All right, so let's go to them. NorCal, good afternoon. Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Joy, checking in 7,000 personal.
Number 513 Sierra Joy, NorCal approach, Sacramento altimeter 3000.
3000 Sierra Joy. That makes us exactly 7,000.
Profile at minor.
So what I do, this is primary, I adjust this altimeter to meet this one when this one is on the current barometric pressure. This is a little off, I don't know, 20 feet off. I don't think that's a big deal, but it's also tied into the autopilot, so you need to have that. So we're going to brief the approach plate. So I go to the G600 and go to the flight plan. Third page. Oh, look what pops up. It knows that we're going there, so it has it in there. So let's start. I like to start from the top and use gravity, work our way down. So every IFR approach is a missed approach. And if you happen to see the runway, then you can land. And I'm looking ahead out the front window, and there's a marine layer sitting there over the bay, which is not really typical for this time of year, but it's there. So that's what it is. So our missed approach is to climb to 3,000 direct to Zermo, and on track 335 to Rebus. Rebus is an intersection. Here's the, we're coming from over here, and here's that B-bub I mentioned earlier. But we're going to Sinol, which is out here. So we got the usual suspects: Nagby, Grove, Erzaf, Nixty. Let's look at the flight plan, make sure those are all in there. Nagby, Grove, Erzaf, Nixty, Kufsa at 1500. So then you go down some more and you check the crossings. Nagby 4200. Let's see if
we'll look at Scouts 140 Tango. 3 Sierra Juliet traffic 11 moving at 12 o'clock, 2 miles northwestbound, 9,300 for 8,000, Embraer 175.
3 Sierra Juliet has traffic in sight, 11 o'clock now above us, less than a mile. We'll maintain visual separation. So I always like to tell them, you know, okay, I see the 11 o'clock traffic because I want him to know that I am talking about the same target.
114 Tango, roger, descend via the...
So Nagby, 4200, Grove 3400, Erzaf 27, Nixty 15, Kufsa 15, so they all match here, okay? So then we move over some more. So let's finish up on this. So our category, LPV minimum is 207. And if you're circling 560, so let's go ahead and hit menu and set minimums, enter, barometric pressure, 20.
Gold Eagle 3 Sierra Juliet, contact approach 125.1, we'll see it.
25-1, 3 Sierra Juliet, thanks, that's long. There's 207 feet, enter, pops up there, and we'll go back to the main menu and check in. NorCal, good afternoon. Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, checking on 7,000.
513 Sierra Juliet, NorCal approach. Correct Nagby, expect the ILS runway 28 right approach. Advise NIAP 8-ish Charlie.
3 Sierra Juliet, we're going direct to Nagby, and if it's available, we'd like the RNAV 28 right. We'll get the ATIS now.
3 Sierra Juliet, roger, expect that.
3 Sierra Juliet, thanks. All right, so he said go to direct to Nagby. So let's see if we can get the ATIS yet. All right, so I got the ATIS. And I took the camera down here because it overheated being in the sun. I got to get a shade up for it. So I got it on top of the air conditioning. But we're going to let them know we have the ATIS. That 513 Sierra Juliet has information Charlie at Oakland.
513 Sierra Juliet, thank you so much. Just going to maintain 6,000.
6,000, 3 Sierra Juliet. All right, we're leaving 7 for 6. We'll double up on the altitude, hit the arm, put the nose down. So while we're descending, I got the camera cooled off on the air conditioner. Let's put it back up. Okay, front camera's back online.
25 uniform, we just sent that file.
We should be able to
25 uniform, yeah.
keep it for a while because it's not that hot.
4571.
We'll have to work on a shade for that.
4571, 25 uniform.
We'll see if it doesn't heat up again.
Charlie, we have pedestrian side as well.
Maybe I should paint it white. All right, let's. So Oakland's. I saved you the staticky ATIS. What we got for headwind? Still 18.
525 uniform, cleared to Livermore Airport.
I can turn the air conditioner off because that was just for the camera.
Climb maintain 4,000 and clear to the Livermore Airport. 5525 uniform. 25 uniform, you can expect vector just inside U-HUT for the ILS runway 25.
All right, let's go back to the RNAV checklist. Brief the approach plate check, set minimums check. When on inbound course, activate vectors to final and take it off GPSS arm the approach. Confirm glide slope capture. So we take it, I take it off of, I put it on vectors to final because, well, I wait until we're on the final because then you'll get the entire glide slope for the whole route, as opposed to the step downs. That's how I like to do it. So this is your typical IFR into Oakland. You know, it's beautiful everywhere in the state except the Bay Area.
28 Whiskey Bravo, NorCal approach, request.
With the influence of the bay and the ocean, you get marine layer that comes in and makes it IFR.
Fascinating.
3 Sierra Juliet, contact NorCal approach 125.35.
2535 3 Sierra Juliet, thanks, hence long. NorCal, good afternoon, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, checking on level 6000, heading for NAGV. Is there anyone home? Is there anyone at home? Okay, he'll come back on. He'll come and say, I was off the line. Who was calling? Let's give him 10 seconds. 1 alligator. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how you used to do it when we were kids. And you wouldn't, nobody block, and you'd be playing football. And it'd be 5 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, 4, 5 Mississippi. And then you rush.
0 SkyWest 3703.
Okay, is my radio broken? NorCal 513 Sierra Juliet. 2535. NorCal 513 Sierra Juliet just took the squelch off, trying to check on.
513 Sierra Juliet, yes sir. Heard you the first 2 times, and this one is well. How do you know me?
Yeah, you're about a 2x5. I didn't get most of that. Please say again.
Southwest 1708, contact Oakland CA 127.2. 2.72, 1708, get it. November 513 Sierra Juliet, open Alpha 3012.
3012, 3 Sierra Juliet, I heard that. All right, we'll leave the squelch off for a minute.
November 45 Bravo, turn right, heading 080.
All right, so I turned the squelch off, and I can still hear him. So we're coming in, we're 6 minutes from NAGV, and we're doing 193 true airspeed, but we get the headwinds. I'm still going to start reducing power a little bit, be kind to the engines. My normal procedure is when I get a descent into the approach, then you start reducing power, but we'll start.
3 Sierra Juliet, traffic 11 o'clock, 8 miles obstruction, climbing out of 4,100, types unknown.
3 Sierra Juliet, we're looking for the traffic, looks like 45 Bravo on the screen. We're looking out the window.
No, it's 657 Whiskey Alpha.
Okay, there's two targets there, so we're still looking out the window, 3 Sierra Juliet.
3 Sierra Juliet, I was talking to 45 Bravo there eastbound. The one that's a factor for you is the one I gave you. Number 657 Whiskey Alpha, traffic's 11 o'clock, 4 miles, obstruction 4,600 indicated. There, 3 Sierra Juliet, turn 10 degrees right, vector for traffic.
3 Sierra Juliet, 10 right. He's either just below the cloud layer or I can't see him, negative contact. Turning right 10 degrees. See, we have a closing rate of 292 knots, 289 knots. Wow, he's going 168. He's pretty fast also.
Number 3 Sierra Juliet, traffic no factor, descend and maintain 4,000, clear direct NAGV.
3 Sierra Juliet down to 4,000 and back to direct NAGV. 3 Sierra Juliet. Okay, so now we're getting a little busier, 4,000. We're going back to direct NAGV, put the nose down. He went past us. Still never saw him. Okay, so a lot of times the controllers, they don't want you to tell them what plane you're looking at. In this case, those two were like together, so I couldn't see the one under them.
Skybox 3769, contact Oakland Tower 127.2.
But then he could tell me, hey, don't look for that guy, look for the other guy.
3769.
RNAV checklist again, went on inbound course. Everything's acting up. My Garmin pilot just failed. Now I'm going to redo it. That's why they don't let you use these for IFR or any portables, because they're not reliable. We can lower some RPMs. It gets really quiet in a 421 when you lower the RPMs to 1700. I always warn the passengers because it can get really quiet and they're like wondering what's going on. So what do I expect now? I expect to be cleared for the approach here pretty soon, or told to track inbound, or told to expect vectors. All right, so the Garmin pilot came back to life. You can see it here, or you can see it here. That means we're within 1,000 feet of that beep. So this is just a VFR backup is what it is. And we're 2 minutes to NAGV, I'll keep reducing power. Usually what I like to do, if I'm within a minute or 30 seconds of the assigned waypoint and they haven't given further instructions, then I ask. Minute and 30. And you can see at the front window there is that Marine.
Sierra Juliet, maintain your present speed until a 5-mile final for sequence.
3 Sierra Juliet, we can go fast until 5-mile final. We'll keep our present speed, 3 Sierra Juliet. Okay, that's fine. Let's add a little power back. So here comes the clouds. Look out the front window. You can see the clouds come right up to these hills.
November 3 Sierra Juliet, 3 miles from Grove, turn right, heading 250, maintain 3,400 till established on the final approach course, cleared RNAV Yankee runway 28 right approach.
Okay, 250 till established and 3,400 and cleared for the approach, 3 Sierra Juliet.
Thank you.
All right, here comes the turn. Let's go get that 3,400. There's a 250 on the heading. And we're going to activate vectors to final. Couple of taps. 1, 2, 3, boom. And then arm the approach. So we're armed. We're above the glide slope. We're going to stop at 3,400. We're going to capture the glide slope. You can see it's above us here. We're on the glide, I like to say localizer glide path, but we're not on the glide path. It's not a localizer, but for those of you that know IFR, that's what it is. So our indicated speed 177. We're going downhill, so we can do a little Papa Gumps pressurization check. Air conditioner off, prop sync off, auxiliary pumps on, gas on mains, check.
945, turn right, heading
Okay.
300.
Here comes the glide slope.
Maintain 6,000.
We should be able to capture it, and this will turn the glide slope. Okay, there's a glide slope just kicked on. Somebody behind me? I don't see anybody behind me.
South 945, turn left, heading 270.
270, South 945.
3 Sierra Juliet, thank you. Contact Oakland Tower 118.3.
3 Sierra Juliet, you're welcome. Thank you. Talk to you next time. Going to Tower 18-3, 3 Sierra Juliet.
Bye.
Tower, good afternoon. Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet checking on here on the approach, tops 2,700.
Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, Oakland Tower, runway 28 right, cleared to land. If you could let me know on the bases as well.
3 Sierra Juliet, we'll let you know on the bases, clear to land 28 right. We're in the clouds now. Still in the clouds. Localizer glide slope, localizer glide slope, localizer glide slope. 1,900. Yeah. Still going down, still in the clouds. A little bit of ground showing up. Three Sierra Juliet, base is 1,600.
Thank you.
So how fast are we going? 181. We were told to keep our speed up, so guess what? Here come the speed brakes. And here's a picture of what the speed brakes look like deployed.
Ooh.
Doesn't look like much. Nancy always says, I can't believe those slow you down. Well, they do. They disrupt the airflow over the wing. It's a percentage of the wing. And they also provide some drag. So gear speed 176 on this plane, so we're going to put the gear down now because we're indicating 168. And first notch of flaps. And we're on the glide slope localizer. Glide slope localizer. Got 3 greens, so gas check, undercarriage got 3 greens. Mixture's up. Our speed should bleed off. We'll get rid of the speed brakes. .207 is our minimums. 680, 660. And this is a good profile for power. You don't want to stress out the engine. Okay, where's the wind? Wind check, please.
Wind 230 at 10.
Thank you. 230 at 10, so it's coming from the left side at 10, so I might have to drop some wing. Okay, localizer glide slope 360, 340, 320, 300.
02 Mike, radar service terminated. Keep your code and contact Hayward Tower.
260.
Go to Hayward Tower. Have a good day. 02 Mike.
220.
9 radar contact.
Minimums. Minimums.
Okay, minimums. Go full flaps.
It's S459er. Traffic at 12 o'clock to 2 miles southeastbound over the 880. Assessment 1,300 for Hayward.
Looking for traffic, 459er.
One last look at the 3 greens.
Traffic in the Red Crossman 28 at Oakland, Cessna 800 in the pattern.
For traffic 008.
You know, you got a long runway. We got 3,000 feet left. Oh yeah, that's a greaser. That's a greaser, Nancy, who's not here.
Golden Eagle 3 Sierra Juliet, turn right when able, safe parking.
3 Sierra Juliet, we'll do Juliet Delta to the porta ports.
3 Sierra Jet, proceed as requested and stay on this frequency.
All right, so we're clear of the runway now. Fuel pumps off, flaps up, props forward. That's your basic IFR into Oakland. Thanks for riding along.
I am the beginning, the end, the one who is many.